Welcome to the Morning Update. I'm Erin Roan. Shane Warne's family has accepted an offer of a state funeral following his death in Thailand. Victorian Premier Dan Andrews confirming the news on Twitter overnight, with the MCG expected to be the venue for the event. While police have combed the villa Warne was staying in, investigators say his death isn't being treated as suspicious.
He had asthma and had seen a doctor about his heart. He had experienced chest pains when he was back home in his country.
Meantime, a floral shrine to the King of Spin has grown as fans stop by to say goodbye.
It was Michael Jordan and Shane Warne, and he was so relatable.
Australia's east coast is in for another drenching today. The rain set to cause headaches for regions that are already soaked. New South Wales SES State Duty Commander Nicole Hogan says heavy rain is expected from Coffs Harbour right down to the south coast.
We're just urging the community to be aware of their surroundings, really be vigilant around what is likely to be occurring around them, prepare themselves, prepare their pets, prepare their homes.
A $10 billion nuclear submarine base is set to be built off Australia's east coast. The PM to unveil the plan during a speech to the Lowy Institute today, with Newcastle, Port Kembla and Brisbane flagged as possible locations. The United States claims to have very credible reports that Ukrainian civilians are being deliberately targeted by Russian forces. US Secretary of State Antony Blinken says Washington will support a war crimes investigation into the attacks.
Deliberate attacks on civilians, which would constitute a war crime. We've seen very credible reports about the use of certain weapons.
And Elon Musk is doing his bit to help out Ukraine, the billionaire providing more Starlink satellite internet stations to some of the country's worst affected cities, courtesy of SpaceX. In sport, the Aussies sitting on 2 for 271, heading into day 4 of the first test against Pakistan, chasing the home side's 4 for 476 declared. Usman Khawaja just missing out on making a century, the opener dismissed for 97.
Catch it! Cries of catch it. Have they picked him up? Wow.
In the women's comp, the Aussies had a 12-run win over England in the One-Day World Cup, and Adelaide United took a 2-1 win over Perth Glory in the A-League. In entertainment news, Kim Kardashian has turned some heads, stepping out in Paris wrapped entirely in yellow Balenciaga tape. It was a bit of a whirlwind trip. She only stayed for 24 hours for the Balenciaga show. And that's the latest from the Nova Podcasts team. We'll see you this afternoon for another episode of The Update.